Now that you've imported the new CCS course template into your Sandbox course, it's time to take a look at how we can use all of the great Canvas resources that you've created in previous years in this new template. So to do that, we're going to import content, but we're not going to import your entire course from a previous school year. We're just going to select the parts and pieces that are going to work with the new template. So to do that, we're going to start by going to Settings. And over on the right-hand side, you're looking for Import Course Content. There's a drop-down menu at the top, and we're going to choose the first option, Copy a Canvas Course. Now in your instance, you're going to see a drop-down menu here that's going to let you choose from previous school year's courses as well as any of your Sandbox courses to import content from. In my case, I'm going to go ahead and paste the name of the course that I'm looking for. And again, if you're wanting to import content from a previous school year, be sure that the Include Completed Courses box is checked so that the search knows to look for those concluded courses. And then this is probably the most important step of this process, so double, triple check that you're following this part. Instead of selecting all content, we are going to choose Select Specific Content. That's going to let us drill down into your course and pick the modules, quizzes, assignments, pages, and other pieces of content that you want to bring over without bringing over everything. If you'd like, you can check the Adjust Events and Due Dates, where you can choose a new beginning date or remove dates entirely. That's up to you. In this case, the particular course I'm importing from doesn't have any due dates, so I'm just going to skip that step. And I'm going to go ahead and say Import. Now, because I chose that Select Specific Content, the import doesn't start right away. Instead, it's waiting for me to select by clicking the Select Content button. And that's going to pull up a drop-down menu of essentially every piece of this course. So I can go in and I can pull in individual modules. I can pull in specific assignments, quizzes, question banks, discussion topics, pages, rubrics, and files. So for the sake of simplicity, I'm just going to choose to import the 7 modules from my previous course into this one because I know that those are things that I want to reuse moving forward. So I've clicked the checkbox for modules, but I could select individual modules as well. And you can select different parts and pieces from different categories, all within the same import. I've selected all 7 modules, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit the Select Content button, and at that point the import will start. It will start running, and you'll be able to track its progress here, and then once it's done, we'll take a look at the modules in the course. So now that the course copy is complete, I can hop into the modules for this course. And now, in addition to the Daily Skeleton module that you can use to copy and reuse, and our Class Resources module, you'll see that the 7 modules from my previous course are now available here. You'll notice they all came in published. I can choose to unpublish those. And then to make use of the new structure, I can copy entire modules and move their content, so I could move the contents of this module into my daily lesson module, or I can move individual parts and pieces of a module. So I can select the 3-dot menu and say Move To. I can also drag and drop. So now I have all of those parts and pieces within my course, and I can add them into the new course structure.